Welcome, my fellow wannabes, to another edition of A Guy and His Wife. It is, as you know, Trends of the Week. We've been doing pretty good. This is our third one in a row.
It's our third one. I feel like this is one we have the least amount of trends for.
This particular episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't always have, I don't necessarily want to talk about everything, you know what I mean?
But yeah.
But we have another trailer we're reacting to, so that's cool.
We do, yeah.
How are you?
I'm really tired.
I am too.
I'm like super duper tired.
I
I
am
could
too.
fall
I'm
asleep right this very second.
I think I could potentially fall asleep as well, not going to lie to you.
You want to skip this and take a nap?
No, because I would regret it later, I'm pretty sure. So.
I know.
Well, today we're going to be talking about the new Wonder Woman trailer. We're going to be talking about some Star Wars things as well. We're going to be talking about the future of YouTube. What else?
Jumanji.
Oh yeah, and Jumanji. Man, that's weird that it's already out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of Jack Black stuff as well. That's been trending.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do first? Do you want to watch this Wonder Woman trailer first and just get it out of the way?
Get it out of the way?
Yeah.
Are you not excited for it?
I mean, I am, but...
Have you seen it yet?
No.
I haven't either. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
All right. Okay. And here we go.
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago.
I didn't know she was in this.
Yeah, she plays Cheetah.
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
She plays a superhero?
She plays a villain.
Dude, that is...
Welcome to the future.
I love the 80s, dude.
But it can be better.
I'm getting Stranger Things vibes like so hard right now.
Because it's the 80s.
Yeah.
Is that the same mall that's in Stranger Things?
I doubt it.
Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
I can save today, but you can save the world.
Steve.
What? He's back.
No. I take what I want in return.
Pedro Pascal, though. That's the
Dude.
Mandalorian. That guy right there is the Mandalorian.
That's the Mandalorian?
Yes. He doesn't usually look so
Old?
old.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies,
The effects look good.
and greatness is not what you think.
Oh, shoot. Dude, I'm digging it.
It's all art. That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
The fanny pack. So, June.
Dope.
All right.
Well,
Yes.
sorry. So wow, that looks pretty intense. I mean, not intense, but it looks pretty insane and different than the last one.
It looks a lot different, which I am down. I'm down for that.
Yeah, it looks more like let's have fun, rather than taking itself so seriously type thing, because I don't think they're going to do another Justice League movie. So it's kind of like, I think they know that there's money in this franchise alone, and that's why they're kind of separating it. But I don't know, this seemed very not really on the edge at all.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Seemed pretty, I don't know, it's almost like a PG movie or something like that. Is kind of what
that's
it felt
what it seemed like to me too.
Kristen Wiig, though.
Dude, That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't picture her in a role like that. You said she's going to be bad?
Yeah, she plays Cheetah, I think, is what the IMDb said.
So Cheetah is a villain.
Yeah, Cheetah's a villain, I believe.
Okay. Interesting.
Talk about a crazy story. Like, she was just waiting tables and just decided to try out for Saturday Night Live and then got it, and now look where she is now. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of crazy, her story.
Yeah, she's great.
But yeah, it looks interesting. I know the last one made a lot of money, so, you know.
Did you like the last one?
I don't remember it that much. I think I remember liking it.
Yeah, I remember liking it, but I don't remember that much about it. I just remember it being like very kind of more on like the serious side.
Yeah, a little edgy.
And this, it seems like a lot more lighthearted.
Yeah, it definitely, like I said before, it seems like, sorry, I had to let the kitty in.
Rosie.
It seemed more like they were aiming it towards a younger audience, like younger than us and even younger than like Gen Z people. I mean, you know, it's like, it just seems different. I don't know. It seems very like 80s movie. Like, it seems very like 80s movie, kind of cheesy almost, like bordering cheesy.
Yeah, so many people love the 80s though. I think that that's a good route to go.
Yeah.
For that.
I do too.
Movie. So.
I do too.
I'm excited for that. We'll have to go to the theaters to see it in June.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go see it. I do remember enjoying the first one. I just thought it took itself a little too seriously. So, there's that. But what do we have next?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I am so tired.
It's okay.
Well, maybe we should talk about the future of YouTube.
Yeah, I'm interested to talk about this.
If you guys haven't heard, YouTube is over.
YouTube is over, everybody. We're going to put that in the thumbnail and like we're going to be like shocked like you know. So
yeah, I mean that's trending on Twitter right now. #YouTube is over.
Yeah, so tell me about this whole thing.
Well, I don't know that much about it, but I guess YouTube came out with a new harassment policy. Basically, like I was reading, when it came out, I read YouTube's article on it on their blog, and it was saying basically like that all that is changing is just that they're going to be tolerating less harassment, and like if people are like, it was already a thing to where if people outwardly are like threatening someone, like the video gets taken down or the comment gets taken down.
Yeah.
But like now it's like, even if you're just like beating around the bush about it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't either.
This is what the New York Times says. It says YouTube's handling of harassment came under scrutiny in June when the company said a prominent right-wing personality who used homophobic slurs and racist language to harass a journalist in videos on the site did not violate its policies. But YouTube eventually decided that the conservative commentator Steven Crowder, who has more than 4 million subscribers on the service, had broken its rules by using slurs about the Cuban-American ethnicity and sexual orientation of Carlos Mesa, a video journalist. Mr. Crowder said that he had not intended the comments to offend anybody. We all know Steven Crowder can be incredibly controversial and loves to stir the pot. So, of course, he would be the person to be like, well, what? I was just exercising my right of free speech. I could totally see him having an attitude like that.
Well, and that's what people are saying, is that YouTube is taking away their free speech, which and like the reason YouTube can do that is because there's no other platform out there like YouTube. Like there's no other business out there like YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, nothing is even in the same wheelhouse. So that's why I guess a lot of content creators are like really worried, like people that rely on YouTube for income. Yeah. Because like they're just worried that it's gonna affect that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would be worried about something like this, as long as you're not, like, are all of these creators having incredibly controversial material coming out?
Well, lately it seems like YouTube has been so dramatic, like all these YouTubers attacking each other. Yeah. Like, have you noticed that at all?
Yeah,
and there's
for
like
sure.
all these drama channels that I'm like, why is that even a thing? Like drama channels basically are just talking about drama, and it's basically like tabloids for
YouTube.
That's
exactly.
Like
That's a really good analogy. It's like the freedom of speech thing isn't going to be called into question unless you make a big deal about it. So yeah, if I had one of those drama channels, that would be the only reason I would ever have a cause to be worried about anything.
Yeah.
Because I mean, with the influx of lots of different ideals, and nowadays, kiddies, quit fighting.
Stop fighting.
I let you in here. Don't freaking fight in here. I just think the whole thing is kind of ridiculous. It doesn't, and it doesn't affect us in any way.
Yeah, I mean, like we're a clean channel, so
it's.
And I appreciate other clean channels. I appreciate it when channels are clean. So honestly, I'm happy for this new thing, this new policy, because maybe it'll weed out some of the people that are just mean. I mean, that's what it seems like. They're just weeding out evil, mean people.
Well, in my mind too, it's like if someone knows that their channel is toxic and like their fan base has relied on them being toxic, then they'll get people who are either ignorant or stupid to be a part of their cause for concern. That way, it's just, it's like they're ride or die with those people no matter what, with those creators no matter what. It's like, it just seems it would make sense that the story would blow up in such a way whenever, if you read the fine print, there's nothing really to be super duper alarmed about. Just don't be rude. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know?
I mean, and there's even been content creators leaving already because they're just so up in arms about it. And I'm like, hey, whatever. Makes more room for
makes more room for
channels
me,
that
baby.
Are clean,
Right, exactly.
So
yeah, well, I appreciate you finding that. That was good because that totally went over my head today. I was recording those guys and I didn't have time really to pay attention.
I was just trying to find some trends because I knew we didn't really have very many this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
So like I was just on trending on Twitter and it was like number 2 trending.
Yeah, well, and it's even taken lower since then, like it's not even priority really anymore.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to talk about, just a brief bit of Star Wars stuff. A new TV spot was released today, which for those of you who don't know, the last trailer for Star Wars came out, I bet, a couple weeks ago, was the final trailer, so to speak. Well, they've been releasing these TV spots. And what a TV spot is, it's basically taking clips from something you saw in the trailer and maybe giving you a little bit more footage to go along with it to kind of insinuate a scenario of some sort or whatever. Similar to what happened whenever Avengers Endgame came out, and it was a TV spot that ended up not even really being in the movie. So that's what makes me believe that I don't think that they're misdirecting us or trying to mislead us, but they could be.
Right.
Because like when Endgame came out or Infinity War came out, we saw like a triumphant line of heroes running towards the camera, and Hulk was in it, and he never even hulked out, and that scene never even happened. So that's just an example of what happened. But basically in this TV spot, we see Kylo Ren going into what looks like the ruins of an old Jedi temple on some random planet. It's like a snowy, rainy planet. And I don't want to play it right now just because I want to move the show along. But basically, Kylo Ren walks in, and you hear someone talking to him in all these different voices, and he keeps saying like, it's basically the Emperor talking to Kylo Ren and saying like, it's been my voice that you heard this entire time, basically. And like he talks in Vader's voice, he talks in the Emperor's voice, he talks in a variety of different voices. Ramsey, do not jump on that.
He almost got on the laptop. Ramsey, come
I hate him so much. I let him in here, tried to be nice, and now he's in here. God.
Yeah. Well, he's riling Clove up too.
Yeah, she's getting all upset. You're making her mad, dude.
She was sleeping earlier.
Yeah, I was just gonna say though about the Star Wars TV spot. It's just kind of crazy to me that they're relinquishing so much information. It's like I would have much rather not seen that. Like that's only one of the I haven't even watched the last trailer. Or no, I have watched the last trailer, but this is the only TV spot I've watched because it's just been people have been sending it to me and all this stuff, and I like to just try and go in blind, because I don't want to get my hopes up or anything. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I honestly haven't. I think I watched the first trailer that came out for it, but I don't know that I've really watched any more. Like I really like to be surprised. Like I don't like to be spoiled on stuff. So
yeah, I like spoilers when I'm the one who chooses to take part in them. You know what I mean? Like whenever it's my idea, that's a little bit different. But
so I wonder if like That's interesting. Like, he was the one talking to him the whole time. Wonder if that's gonna make Kylo Ren mad.
I bet, because
and maybe he switches.
Yeah, well, he might. I mean, remember though in Force Awakens, whenever he was talking to Vader's mask, and he was like, "I'll finish what you started," basically all this stuff.
Yeah.
So my thinking is like, if he would have been told the truth about what happened with Vader, and if Luke, who was training Kylo Ren, had told him like, yeah, at the last moment, like, Vader turned back to being good, why would Kylo Ren think that he was doing his grandfather a favor? You know what I mean? So it would make sense that if Palpatine is making him think that he's talking to Vader beyond the grave, then, you know, it would make sense that that's why he's been doing a lot of things that he has been doing, like killing his father, you know, trying to, like, be against Luke Skywalker, like all these other things.
Ooh.
So the plot thickens, but I don't want to spend too much time talking about that, you know, but yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting, you know, that they would put that out there. Like,
it is.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But
well, what else did you have to talk about then?
The Game Awards are tonight, which is pretty dope. I'm going to be filming a separate reaction to it. We were going to try and like live stream it or something.
Yeah.
But
man, we were trying to figure out a way to like make it work to where, cuz I know this is posting tomorrow, like the day after the Game Awards. So I wish we could have been able to talk about what happens in them.
Yeah, well, and I mean,
it didn't work out.
Yeah, it just didn't end up happening this time. So what I thought we could do is just kind of talk about some of the big nominations for this year, and talk about what I've played, you know, this year a little bit, and what my opinions are on some of these things. You've heard me talk about these games.
I've watched you play these games, probably.
Yeah, you probably have. So basically we have several different categories. We have Game of the Year. This is one of the ones I want to talk about. We have Control. We have Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and The Outer Worlds for Game of the Year. Now, I think, here's the deal. Smash Bros. Came out last year. So I think but the time it came out, it was qualified to be nominated this year.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't mentioned last year in any of the awards because it was released in a certain threshold. There's a certain period of time to where if it's not done by a certain time, or it's not released within the time after that, then it isn't able to be nominated for anything in either one of the years. So Pokemon missed out this year, and so did Jedi Fallen Order, which everyone was a lot of the media outlets, you know, most talked about games for sure for this year. But honestly, on this list, I don't think anything I don't see anything beating Super Smash Brothers.
That's exactly what I've been thinking. I'm like,
there's no way.
How can you
justify it?
Yeah. Because
it's made a bajillion dollars.
Yeah.
B, it's so unifying, and like everybody has this game.
It's such a culture.
Yeah, like, it's its own thing. I just don't understand. Like, none of these games, my personal, like, Death Stranding is my game of the year so far, but I don't like Death Stranding more than I like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, of course you're going to say Death Stranding is your game of the year because you've been playing that recently. But maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, you would have said Smash Bros. Because you were playing that,
constantly.
Nonstop.
Constantly. Yeah, I just don't understand how anything is going to beat out Smash Bros.
I just wonder, though, if, like, it's nominated, but since it was so long ago that it was, like, such a hype, But
they've released content like throughout the year, like new characters. They've been hinting at stuff. Like they've made it very clear that this game isn't going anywhere for a while.
Right. I just think that maybe it could be hindered, like, because it was released so long ago.
Yeah, it might, but at the same time, it's like people have been buying it pretty much throughout. It was the number one selling Switch game and fastest selling Switch game at launch. Pokemon beat it now, but I don't know. I just don't see anything beating it. And if anything does beat it, I think it should be Death Stranding.
Yeah.
This is another one I wanted to talk about. Another nomination was basically art direction. So Control, Death Stranding, Gris, Sayonara Wild Hearts. I don't even know what that is. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So
wait, what was the category? Sorry.
Art direction.
Okay.
Control is very visually pleasing. Death Stranding is probably the most, right up there with Red Dead 2, probably the prettiest game I've ever seen. And the only thing I could ever see beating or winning, I could see Sekiro winning. I didn't play it, but everybody talks about how gorgeous it is. I think you're going to see either Sekiro, Death Stranding, or Gris. The fact that Gris is nominated for art direction is pretty freaking cool.
It is cool because it's such an indie game.
Oh yeah, it's such an indie game. They did something similar with Celeste last year. You know, with they nominated Celeste for Game of the Year last year.
Yeah,
Celeste got nominated for multiple things, which is pretty stinking cool.
Well, Gris is nominated for multiple things. It's also nominated for Best Indie Game, I think.
Yes, it is.
And I think something else, but I think that's awesome because that is an amazing game. A very visually pleasing game.
Yeah, I agree. So the next game category I wanted to talk about is game direction. Now, when you talk about direction, you're talking about, the creative director behind whatever. You know what I mean? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Red Dead 2 won last year, which game direction, in my opinion, I mean, that's right up there with getting the highest praise of Game of the Year. I mean, it's a very high accolade to have. So we have Control, we have Death Stranding, we have Resident Evil 2 Remake, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and The Outer Wilds. There's 2 games this year. One is called The Outer Wilds, and the other one is called The Outer Worlds.
What is up with that?
I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, who thought that was a good idea?
Someone should have seen that and been like, oh, well, we should probably change it. That way there's not confusion.
No.
There's been so much confusion this year.
It was probably like a chicken thing. Like, I'm not going to change it. Are you going to change it? I'm not going to change
exactly.
it.
For me personally, I've played Control. It's fine.
You have? I have never heard you talk about it.
It just, I don't understand
why. I don't even know what it is.
I haven't beaten it yet. Everybody goes on and on about how good it is.
What is it?
I can't really go into it. Like, it's too hard to explain. But basically,
people love it.
It's from the same people who made Alan Wake. And it just grabbed a lot of people. And it just...
The story?
I mean, I guess I played 3 or 4 hours of it, and I'm like, I don't understand what the big deal is. I still want to finish it, but every single time I try and boot it up, the game crashes. So fix that, Remedy. I'd appreciate it.
Dang.
So it's kind of frustrating. That's been the biggest hindrance for me. But as far as game direction goes, the weirdest out there person to direct something is Hideo Kojima. And I think, without a shadow of a doubt, Death Stranding will win this particular category. I don't see it losing.
Yeah.
If it does, I will buy and play whatever wins. Because I'm like, I don't see, no one has ever done anything like what this game has done.
Really?
Death Stranding. It's never happened before. Like, it's a new style of game, literally.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just don't see anything beating it out. But
yeah. Are people still hating on it though? Like, a lot?
I mean, it's kind of old news at this point, but yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I love it. So, this is the last category I want to talk about. And this is really cool, and I think these are some games that you and I are going to check out. Games for impact. Classified as for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
Huh.
Pro-social, meaning impacting and improving our relationships with one another. That's what I get out of that.
Right.
A way for us to help our communication with one another based on what the message is. So we have Concrete Genie for PlayStation, which is a game I really want to play. It's about getting bullied. We have Gris. We have Kind Words. Never heard of that one. Life is Strange 2. I have this entire game downloaded, episode by episode, on my Xbox. Really want to go through it. And Sea of Solitude. Sea of Solitude got a lot of different takes, I would say. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely want to check these out.
Yeah, those. I mean, that sounds like a category that I would really appreciate because those are the kind of games I like.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Gris because there's just a deeper meaning behind everything.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Gris strikes me as one of those games, like, it can mean whatever you want to it as well.
Yeah, like, whatever you're going through in your life, like, it applies to that.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool.
Gris is not nominated for Best Indie Game, unfortunately.
What? I thought it was.
No. I just happened to see it. But Katana Zero is, and that was my game of the year for a while.
Yeah.
So that will probably win. No, Outer Wilds will win. It'll be, well, here's the contenders. You have Baba Is You, didn't play it. Disco Elysium, didn't play it. Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, and Untitled Goose Game.
Oh my god.
So it's either going to be a tie. It's going to either be Katana, Outer Wilds, or I could definitely see Goose Game.
Dude,
winning.
I love Goose Game.
Goose Game is hard.
It's so fun to watch.
It really, it's
I love watching you play it because it's just like so funny.
Well, it's just like what it really puts you in the mind of an animal, and it's like basically those weird videos you see on like YouTube of people getting trolled by the geese and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's basically what you're doing. Like that's what it feels like. It feels like you're playing out that YouTube video, like in a game.
Yeah.
Just like the scenario whenever you knock the kid's glasses off, or like you trap him in the phone booth. I mean, it's just, who thinks of things like that?
I know, but that goose reminds me of Ramsey so much.
Oh my God, Ramsey, dude. We're gonna make a video where we introduce all of our animals. Get Clove. We're gonna get Clove on camera.
She was on camera last time.
Well, she wants to meet everybody. Clove.
I don't think she does.
Clove, say hi.
Say hi, Chloe.
Say hi.
Hi,
Oh my God, she looks so mad. Oh my God, that's amazing.
When you make her do something she doesn't want to do.
That's a really weird position for her to be in. Yeah, poor
Sorry.
thing. That's what I wanted to talk about, though. Do you have anything else?
Just that Jumanji releases in theaters tonight, so that's kind of exciting.
Did you like the first one?
I thought it was fine, and honestly, like, I never even heard anything about the second one coming out.
Yeah, it was like there's no marketing for it.
So, I mean, I don't know.
The only reason I knew it was coming out was because Jack Black talked about it on Jablinski. And I was like, oh, that must be coming, in the next year or so.
Oh, speaking of Jack Black.
Yeah. So he's retiring.
Yeah.
After this movie.
No, I thought he said one more movie after this
one more movie and then he's retiring. Dude, School of Rock 2.
Oh my God.
How dope would that be?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I think he's full of crap. I think it's just a publicity stunt.
It has to be, because, like, how do you, as an actor, I don't know, how do you do that? But he does have kids. He seems like a real family man. So.
Yeah, or maybe he realizes, like, oh, I can't be a rock star and, like a rock star actor and try and be a dad.
Is he pursuing the rock star stuff more?
No. Well, he's in Tenacious D.
Well, yeah, but are they doing anything?
Yeah, they've been touring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe he's like, oh, yeah, maybe I can't. I don't know. He just strikes me as the type of guy that's like, he's made his millions of dollars. He has what he needs. Who knows? God knows how much money he makes off of his YouTube channel now. He's probably set for God knows how long.
Yeah. Well, he could retire for now, and then maybe later, after he spends his millions of dollars, he'll do another movie. Which, if that's the case, that's an amazing publicity stunt, because then, like, the movie he comes back on, everyone's gonna want to see it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Jack Black has been meh for a long time, and I mean, just as far as like being visible in the acting world, he hasn't really been doing a lot. But
very accurate.
I love the guy to death. I mean,
yeah.
he's just that guy you want to be friends with. But he's getting old. I mean, he's been doing movies for a long time.
How old is he?
He's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's not that old, but still, like, I mean, if you got kids and you're doing the thing, like, yeah, you got to be taking care of your kids, dog.
For sure.
So, I don't know. I think that was about all we had to talk about this week, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to be, as I said, I'll be editing footage and watching the Game Awards. I will be recording something tonight with my thoughts on the winner, probably my reaction to who won Game of the Year. Yeah, so if you're watching this, give that a watch as well, because both of those videos are going to be coming out tomorrow.
We're going to the Chiefs game this weekend.
Yeah, we will be heading to Arrowhead, Chiefs Kingdom, brah.
So we're pretty excited for that.
We're hopefully, man, it would be the most Chiefs thing for the Chiefs to do would be to lose this game to the Donkeys at home. So I hope they don't.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it'll be fun either way, I hope.
Don't the Broncos suck though.
They've won the past. They're not looking bad right now. They've won the past couple of games that they played. They destroyed. I can't remember who they played last week, but they killed them. So
wow.
Yeah,
we'll
they're
be
hungry.
At home, so
yeah, that always
might
helps.
help.
But yeah, we'll be.
It is supposed to be super cold though.
Yeah, it'll be fun though.
Yeah.
If you like this, we have lots of other stuff on this channel. We have a podcast. It's called, you can literally just type in The Wannabe Critic now on all the podcast services. There's more stuff than what we talk about here. This show will be on podcast form as well, but I mean all of our all of our Beer Bros stuff, all of our A Guy and His Wife stuff. Me and Emma are actually going to be posting our movie reviews this coming year. We have the MCU universe that's going to be posting at once every month. That'll only be podcast form, ladies and gentlemen. We will never be filming those episodes. So literally the only way you can go listen to that is if you go to the podcast and listen to it. Mm-hmm. But again, those MCU movies are going to be coming out as time goes on, and we'll be doing it's December right now. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm reviewing one DC themed thing per week. So we're probably going to do a show in this format right here for The Dark Knight, because it's probably the best DC movie that's out there. And so be on the lookout for that as well. You can find us on all the social medias. I'm The Wannabe Critic on Twitter. You can find me at The Gamebriel on Instagram. You can find us at, you're always welcome. I'm still in the process of getting everything switched over. So you can either follow Wannabe Critic stuff, Geekly Biweekly stuff, the Gamebriel. I mean, there's
so confusing.
It's kind of a mess right now, honestly. But it's
a transitional
when you
period.
rebrand, it's going to be a transition with everything. And as always, we appreciate. Where can they find you, babe?
I don't have social media.
Okay.
except Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm on
Emma
Twitter.
Fast. She's on
But
Twitter
don't
now.
follow me because then that'll make me nervous.
Yeah, it'll give her anxiety.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We recorded some new Soda Pop Squad stuff. That's coming out probably next month. Lots of Beer Bros coming out. We have a lot of content coming out. So we always have stuff coming out every single week. I mean, I have a packed calendar over there right now. And we'll be posting at least once a week, and be posting at least once a week on the podcast as well. Mm-hmm. So either format works good for us. We appreciate you checking us out. You're the reason we make this happen, and we appreciate you going on the journey with us. We changed our logo too, by the way. You can go check it out on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I'd love to know what your opinions are on it. I think it's completely dope.
I do too.
And we love it. And we may or may not have slapped it on a t-shirt already. Just going to leave that there. So stay tuned, because we will be having some very exciting announcements. That's all I'm gonna say. So thank you so much to those who have been with us from the beginning, since the very first episode of Geekly Biweekly. We have surpassed over 2,000 listens on our podcast, and the YouTube now has over 100 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you so much. I'm editing a video right now. It's kind of a special edition video for reaching 100 subscribers, and I just can't thank you all enough for being a part of this. And for all of you who are new, let us know what you want us to talk about. Like, if there's something on Trends of the Week, if there's a trend that you particularly like, tweet at me. I'm on Twitter like 24 hours out of the day. So tweet at me at The Wannabe Critic, and let me know, go follow me on Twitter. I'd appreciate it. I'd love to hear what you guys want us to talk about. So
for sure.
We are A Guy and His Wife, and we
sure
are signing off. So we will see you all next week.
All right, see you next week.